Hey guys, today we're going to know if this actress took Prince Harry's virginity. Let's get right into it. Even though Prince Harry's autobiography Spare hasn't been released yet, details are already coming out about what is shared to be a bestseller. The book will be released on January 10th, 2023, and the British royal family is already preparing for the bombshell that will be its release. The British media are especially interested in a revelation that they are already looking into. Prince Harry's autobiography is said to tell about how, when he was a teenager, he met a beautiful older woman in the countryside as a teenager with whom he lost his virginity. The British actress Elizabeth Hurley took it upon herself to reply to rumors that implicated her. In a recent interview with the Sunday Times, the British actor and model denied taking the Duke of Sussex's virginity when he was a teenager. Some people have hypothesized that the beautiful older woman in question could actually be Hurley. Not me, not guilty, ha, Hurley told the Sunday Times. When asked additional questions, the actress from Austin Powers doubled down. No, not me, absolutely not. Years before she met Harry, Meghan, now the Duchess of Sussex, had written about how she had a girl crush on Hurley. This fascinating turn of events occurred after she had already married Harry. In 2015, Meghan wrote about one of the actress's high-slit dresses in her old blog, The Tig. The former Suits star then talked to Hurley, who was engaged to famous Australian cricketer Shane Warne at the start of the 2010s. Meghan said she got a girl crush on Hurley after she wore the now famous safety pin dress to the premiere of 4 Weddings and a Funeral in 1994. I can't begin to tell you about my girl crush on Elizabeth Hurley, Meghan said at the time. Well, yes, I can, and I really want to, so indulge me for a moment, she wrote. Maybe it started with that Versace safety pin dress, as it did for the rest of the world. Perhaps it was her inherent class and grace, or the dresses in the 90s with the high slit, low neck, and oh-so-virtuous teeny diamond cross around her neck. I wish I could lie and tell you that my 17-year-old self didn't try to replicate this look for my high school prom, but my, oh my, would the photos prove me wrong. Harry's memoir is set to come out less than a month after the Hurley interview. Spare will be out on January 10th, and it will be the first time Harry tells the truth about his life, including his childhood and the death of his mother, Princess Diana. The autobiography will be published by Penguin Random House. It is being called intimate and heartfelt, and a book of raw, unflinching honesty. The book was supposed to come out in the fall of 2022, but it was pushed back after Harry's grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, died in September. Harry is going to open up about the royal family as well as his romantic life and the traumatic things that happened to him as a child. It is thought that the royal family is getting ready for some bombshell information to be revealed. A press release for Spare said, Spare takes readers immediately back to one of the most searing images of the 20th century, 2 young boys, 2 princes, walking behind their mother's coffin as the world watched in sorrow and horror. As Diana, Princess of Wales, was laid to rest, billions wondered what the princes must be thinking and feeling, and how their lives would play out from that point on. For Harry, this is his story at last. With its raw, unflinching honesty, Spare is a landmark publication full of insight, revelation, self-examination, and hard-won wisdom about the eternal power of love over grief. Senior members of the royal family are said to be getting ready for what else could come out along with the Hurley virginity claims. It looks like Harry and Meghan have a lot of plans. Along with Spare, they have been working on Live to Lead, a documentary series that will debut on December 31st, 2022. Leaders and activists will reflect on their legacies and share messages of courage, compassion, humility, and hope. In this series, it will include interviews with the late U.S. Supreme Court Associate Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, climate change activist Greta Thunberg, social justice attorney and activist Brian Stevenson, New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern, South Africa's national rugby union team captain and activist Siya Kolisi, feminist activist Gloria Steinem, and anti-apartheid activist and former justice of the Constitutional Court of South Africa Albie Sachs. Prince Harry says in the trailer this was inspired by Nelson Mandela, who once said, "What counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It's about people who have made brave choices." Prince Harry says in the trailer, "To fight for change and to become leaders," adds Meghan, "and giving inspiration to the rest of us," says Harry, "to live, to lead." The release comes not long after the couple's docuseries Harry and Meghan made its debut on Netflix. With 81.55 million viewing hours, it was the biggest documentary debut in Netflix's history. In the show, the couple talked about how they met and fell in love. They also talked about how their time as working members of the royal family and why they left their job to start a new life in California. That's all for today, and we'll see you all in the next one.